Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. If you've ever wondered how you can get the Kung Fu Gi style, tonight's the night. We're going to show you how. So before we get started, just to give you a good look at the style, basically it's just a chest piece and a pair of pants. Depending on who you ask, I suppose it's inspired by our friend Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was using a similar style at some point. It's also a bit similar to something that Shang-Chi was using in the Marvel comics. Like you can see right now, this is about as close to recreating Shang-Chi as I was able to. I was a big fan of the Master of Kung Fu comic way back when. So how can you get the Kung Fu Gi style? Let's take a look. So the short answer to that is that it's a random drop from the sub avatars. You can see that little thing over there, that big thing over there that's being constructed by the evil Brainiac Union builders. That is the sub avatar, or there's also the Brainiac constructors. So sadly, yeah, there's no miracle to that. You have to fight and fight and fight the sub avatar until you're lucky enough to get the style from the sub avatar. Also, you have to let the little workers build the sub-avatar. There are missions where you have to defeat those workers and all those constructors and all that. Sadly, if you defeat them, they won't build the sub-avatar as quickly. Oh, someone is engaging me. They're so mean. So, and again, there's no miracle. You have to fight the sub-avatar. In order to be able to do that, you have to just wait and wait and wait for the sub-avatar to be built. I chose a poor spot. Oh, that went. It usually takes, I'd say, roughly 10 minutes for the sub-avatar to be built. Don't worry, I won't have you wait all that time. I'll use the super power of editing until the sub-avatar gets completed. So you can see this was an extra stage for the sub-avatar to be built. So there's only one stage left, if I'm not mistaken. And we should be able to start fighting the evil sub-avatar. Well, let's get a bit closer to give you a good look. Like you can see that that sort of energy thingy, that's the sub-avatar being built. And once it's finished being built, we'll be able to defeat it and hopefully get some styles from it. Sadly, early on, to be able to defeat the sub-avatar, you're gonna have to form a group. And also you have to be, I think it's combat training 43 in order to be able to get some rewards. Like you can fight the sub-avatar before level 43, but if you do, you won't get any rewards from what I recall. Unless of course it's been changed. It's been a while since I did that with a low level character. I hope the heroes kick your ass. Oh no! They're so mean to us. So early on, you're gonna have to gather a group to fight the sub-avatar. I started fighting the sub-avatar solo when I was roughly combat rating 70, but that was some time ago. We had quite a few revamps since then, so it could be easier, it could be more difficult than I remember. Right now you can see I'm combat rating 270.
I hope the heroes kick your ass.
The sub-avatar sadly won't stand a chance. So I started fighting the sub-avatar when I was combat rating 70 with my Magneto character. Basically, there's one summer where I farmed and farmed and farmed. I was trying to complete the Astral style, and I was missing the headpiece. And I farmed the sub-avatars for months and months and months, and then at some point I gave up. I think there's one month where I would fight the sub-avatar every day, like half a dozen days, if not more. But sadly, at some point, I threw in the towel. I said, I guess I'm not going to get the headpiece. And then many months later, by sheer luck, I fought the sub-avatar with a couple of friends. And lo and behold, the headpiece dropped. Finally, after way too long, I was able to complete the Astral style. Oh, I think this is... Oh, not it. So you saw that energy thingy, it shows you that it evolved one more stage, but I guess the construction is still not completed.
Sub-avatar control module complete.
I guess we have to wait some more. Been a while since I did this, but basically it takes a lot of patience and a little luck in order to be able to get the style that you want. Oh, and there we go. The sub-avatar is completed. So let's get ourselves some styles maybe.
Kick your ass.
Initiating combat.
There's 3 different sub-avatars.
Damage sustained.
This one is, I would say, the middle one. It's not too difficult to defeat. There's one. There's a big robot with a long stick that's a bit easier to defeat than this one. And there's a uber big robot that's like a big, huge tank that shoots fire and a whole bunch of stuff. The big tank is a bit more difficult.
I'm not afraid of
Oh,
you.
then you can see. Right now they're starting to build the tall guy, the tall robot guy that I mentioned.
Performance impaired. Systems failing. Critical damage. Sub-avatar construction underway.
So sadly we did not get, or maybe,
Target engaged.
I guess not. So we did not get the Kung Fu pants, we got the Astral Alloy, but basically that is where you can get a chance to get the pants.
Engaging enemy.
So the thing to do would be then to wait until this avatar gets built again, and then defeat it and hope to get the pants. So basically you have to farm and farm and farm and defeat avatars after avatars after avatars until you get lucky enough to get the chest piece or the pants as a reward. And here this is the big tank version of the sub-avatar that I mentioned before, but as you can see it's in the process of being built.
Get you.
So roughly you have to go to South Gotham, you have to find one of those places where the sub-avatars are being built, and you have to defeat them. If somehow the big tank is too difficult, then look around. There's other places where sub-avatars are being constructed. So try to get the smaller one if you can.
Get away!
If you're early on, it'll be easier to defeat that one. Later on, when you're higher level, you can fight the big tank, no problem. And that is pretty much it for now, guys. So that is how you can get the Kung-Fu Gi by fighting the sub-avatars in South Gotham. And if you're lucky, you'll get it as a reward. So I'm told if you guys like those videos, I should strongly ask you to subscribe, to give a like to the video, to share the videos, and also make sure that you are still subscribed. Sadly, the evil YouTube sometimes will unsubscribe people without their knowledge. So make sure that you are still subscribed. And also, if you want to be sure to be notified, you have to ring the bell to click on the bell icon for YouTube. And also, you have to make sure that your notification options are activated within YouTube. So that is pretty much it for now, guys.
Sub-avatar construction underway.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Sub-avatar control module complete.
Complete.